Okay, we are live. So it's currently live. Oops, I lost him. Hopefully, he can join back.
Can you hear me, Edgar?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. So, are we live now?
Yeah. So yeah, we are live now. So welcome
All
back.
right.
So Ibrahim Tunmise,
Yeah.
welcome back. So can you give us an intro about yourself?
Mm, yeah. I'm Ibrahim Tunmise, like you said, a student of mechatronics engineering in UNAB, final year, and co-founder and CEO of Gasfeel Limited. Yeah, that's just it.
All right. So Ibrahim, so can you
Yeah,
tell me
Edgar.
little about Gasfeel, how you met your co-founder, how you guys decided to work on Gasfeel, and what the journey has been like. Just a brief about it.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Habib too was a student of mechatronics engineering. Yeah, so like we met in 100 level. It was my AHOC actually. So we connected through poetry actually. He used to write poems, I used to write poems, and then I went to meet him like we should at least write a few things together and stuff. So that was actually how we met. And then the relationship continued based on our love for tech actually. He was more on the software side. I wanted to go into this exoskeletons, this hardware part, the hardware part of the mechatronics engineering, the robotics part. So like
Oh, I see.
we connected based on our dreams actually, our likes and everything, and then that was how we started. But he ventured into business way earlier than I did. He told me when he wanted to start, he told me about it. Med boats then I think. Yeah, he told me about med boat and stuff like that, and then he started. And then a couple of months later, I also got my first business idea when I was working with some of my friends, classmates too. And then since he was already in the game way ahead of me, I just went to meet him for like little mentorship, actually, kind of. And then the first question he asked me was, "What does my be what's my business actually? What am I planning to do?" And I was not able to explain it in like two sentences. I was not able to explain it clearly to him. And then that was basically how our entrepreneurship journey started. It was like go home, pick up a pen and paper, and describe your business in less than two sentences. That took me days actually. That took me days. So it was Edgar.
I hear you. I can hear you. You can go ahead.
Yeah, okay, okay. So like it took me days and then I got there and I went to meet him and that was how we just continued till one day he was coming back from school with some of our classmates too, and then he got the idea for Gasfeel and he came straight to my room. He didn't even go home, he came straight to my room and then we talked about it and we're like, okay, let's do this. Immediately we left our my room to go and do our market research and that's how Gasfeel just started. Like, why not? Left everything else we were doing for Gasfeel.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So I had the network um
Oh.
issue. So I think it's fine now. Let me
All right.
see. So that was a nice one. The fact that he actually had the idea and jumped at you, that shows that in his mind, he already knew the kind of person he wanted to work with.
Of course. Yeah. I think so.
So I would like,
It is
let me just
actually.
straight question at you. So are you looking back now? What will you say about that period, him choosing you to be the right person? Are you proud of that moment, or would you say, w- how would I put it? Do you think you are happy with the fact that he chose you to build this?
That period actually, around that period of time, we were developing together. Actually, it was that time that we were sharing books with each other. So like we were trying to develop with each other, share videos, share books, read together, so share ideas. We read books, same books. He will come to my room and then we'll talk about the book, that particular book, review it, see our point of view and stuff like that. So like around that point, we're trying to develop together. We're trying to build ourselves together. So like we already got very close for that purpose. Like okay, this is, and then that was when we knew that okay, this is the kind of guy I could build with, because like I'm the kind of person that I'm always ready to learn. Like I feel like it's my greatest strength and also my greatest my biggest problem, because I'm a very curious person. I ask questions a lot. You cannot just tell me something and I'll just agree like that. I have to know why that thing is, what makes that thing. So like I'm very curious, and the curiosity drives me to learn a lot. So like any chance to learn like this, I don't miss it. So like I think that's one thing he actually I think that's one thing he likes about me. The fact that even if I don't know, I would learn, and I'm ready to learn. Like I don't know. I don't allow ego to obstruct my chance to learn. Let me just
I
put it that
see.
way. Like
Makes
yeah.
sense. Makes sense. Thank you for that. So, one of the very obvious question I would like to ask is, can you tell me
Okay.
about the full story of the billboard campaign you guys ran? What was the exact strategy and the board and you are laughing. So just tell me the story about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was a lot. A lot happened in 1 month. Like okay. Let's just say we around that period of time we met an investor, Avinash Aswani. Yeah. He gave us a 5 million naira. We signed a 5 million naira loan contract with him for marketing purpose. Yeah. And to get that contract, we had to like okay present some our marketing ideas. As at that time, we presented it to him, and it was like, okay, this could work and stuff like that. The marketing ideas we presented was not even this billboard idea. It was a couple of other ideas just joined together. We were thinking of some virality stuff, try to use tech to get the students phone numbers. Like we put some games around campus, so they'll scan and then they'll just sign up and then submit their number to collect their result, and some other minor ideas like that. We just like try to pick like 5 things also that these people can do that we can use to grab their attention, and also get them to give us their contacts that would be able to, so we'll be able to market to them with an AI agent. But then I think Habib was talking to Furcon, the co-founder of Twitter, one day, and then Furcon was like, "Why don't you just get these guys to do UGC content and stuff like that?" So we're not like, okay, I think it's up to something here. If one person does content and 10 of his contacts see it, if you get like 10,000 people to them, 1,000 people to join on the challenge, and each person has like 10 contacts in their status, that's like 10,000 people already knowing about Gasfeel. That was the game. That was the end game. Like letting using these people to market to their friends. That was the point. But then I think it's funny actually, because we spent a lot on that campaign. We spent like 2.5 million got wasted on that campaign. Like straight up. So that was the purpose of the campaign actually, to get like couple of people to post, to make content related to them and post about Gasfield. So like that was the purpose of the campaign. And then I think decided to whine me for a while. Edgar, hello?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
that
sorry.
your
MTN
network?
decided to, yeah, it was my network. MTN decided to whine me for a while.
Oh, very sorry for that. All right.
Yeah. So, where was I? Okay.
Can we continue now?
The plan. Yeah, yeah, we can. So I think I stopped at the purpose behind the billboard. The purpose behind the billboard. Okay. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that was what we are trying to achieve. That was what we are trying to achieve. But then, looking back, at it now, like I think the biggest mistake we made was distribution. Actually, like it's the idea was not bad. It was not a bad idea. Actually, it would have worked if we carried it out
Hmm.
properly. Even though that was not the right thing to do at that point, but it was still not a bad idea. The reason why I said it's not the right thing to do at that point is um before before we did that, we were averaging around 200 orders per month. So like the plan was to go from 200 orders to like 10,000 orders per month. That's directly that's not smart. Let me just put it that way. That's not smart. I know better now. I can't say I want to jump from 200 orders to 10,000 orders. Like it does not work that way. We should have said, okay, we want to go from 200 to 400. Okay, then what can we do to get to 400?
More
That's
realistic.
that
Yes,
that
yes.
would have been the right that
Yeah.
would have been the right way to go. But then we wanted to go from
Hmm.
200 to 10,000 orders. We made that mistake in the first place. So sorry, excuse me.
Sorry.
Yeah. Now I was talking about distribution. I was talking about distribution. Now, okay, we had this plan now. The main point was to get this idea. I'm sorry, can you give me a minute, please? I'm really
All
sorry.
right, all right, all right. All right.
network. I don't know what's wrong with it today like this.
Okay, Tumishe, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, it's
Okay,
MTN
okay.
again. Ah, good.
Mm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I
we
was
can
speaking
go ahead
about
now.
distribution. Yeah, I was talking about distribution earlier. By distribution, I mean, okay, you have this great marketing idea, but these people still have to know about the marketing idea. They have to see it first before we can even move to the stage of okay, saying they want to buy or they want to use you. At least for the marketing to work, it has to get to them. Yeah, so like that's one thing we also got wrong. We went through the physical route. That was where we started. We did like two banners, one inside the school, one at the school gate. When the money could have paid for like five good influencers or even two Instagram ads or something. Instagram ads would have achieved a much better effect than the two banners or just meeting these influencers and giving them like 20K or something for them to push for like a week. So like
Mm.
I don't know. The banner, like till today, if I ask some people about the content challenge, they still say they don't know. And the banner is right at the school gate, like in front of the school gate, and they'll say they've not seen that for like 2 months now or 3 months that it has been there. So like distribution was where we messed up the most actually. Distribution was where we messed up the most. And that's what I would say is. But one thing I liked about what we did was the fact that we were quick to scrap it. Like the moment we found out okay, this thing
It
is
wasn't
not going to give
working.
us the
Yeah,
effect we were trying to achieve exactly. And this was like
yeah.
about almost 2 weeks in.
Mm.
Normally you would have said, okay, it's still early, that's why. But we know that this thing that we're not saying is not about being early or not being early. It's about it's not working. And then we were
Mm.
just okay, we are handing this, shut down the website, shut down everything. Let's put the remaining money into something else. And that was just how we handled it. And then leave the banner there. Let's let it serve as a touch
Yeah.
point for us.
Mm.
So that's it about it. But it cost
That's
us a lot,
lovely.
yeah. We spent like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah, we spent
see.
like
Mm.
quite a lot on it.
Me, I can say that's like the cost of learning. You get learn the hard way,
Yeah,
kind of. So it's actually good. You can reflect on it. You can tell the story forward. You can tell
exactly.
to other people. You already understand how not to scale
Exactly.
a product in the future. So it's actually good. But I love it. I love the story. It's a good story to tell because you
Yeah,
guys have
yeah.
learned a lot within that very short period of time. And I think it's something that startup founders in the early stage actually, that speed of execution is what we have as startup founders in the early stages. You see the speed of execution that it took you
Exactly.
guys to be able to scrap it immediately. If it was a big corporation,
Exactly.
it took them a longer time. They'll be like, there
Yeah,
was
yeah,
little
yeah. There'll be processes. There'll be
somebody.
processes involved. Yeah.
Exactly. Those processes will
Yeah,
waste
I
more
get
time, cost more money, and everything. So
it.
I feel like
Exactly.
that's what we have as as new startup founders and the likes. So my next question will be, what was your expected outcome? Okay, you've gone over it actually. Your expected outcome versus what actually happened through this. Yeah, I know you've gone over it, but it's a question I want you to answer. What was your expected
Okay,
outcome and
so
what actually happened?
our expected outcome was at least 1,000 participants in the challenge. That was the goal actually. At least 1,000 participants in the challenge, and then maybe from the 1,000 participants, we can the visibility would reach at maybe like a couple 10,000 people. At least 10,000 people would know about it from the 1,000 participants. And from 10,000 people knowing about us, let's say conversion rate was about like 5% or something. So that's how we were thinking. Like, okay, even if 10,000 people found out about knows about this, then maybe like if we're able to convert 5% um with this visibility,
Hmm,
that's quite something. 5% of 10,000 is 500 now.
that should be, yeah, if you're correct.
That's 500 customers. That's 500 customers. Additional 500 customers. That's quite a lot too. Because last year we did 28 million naira total revenue in our first year of business, and we did that with just 250 customers. So imagine what we do with 500 more customers. That's 700 customers.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I see.
yeah. That was actually the goal for that
That's
particular
nice.
challenge.
So what was the outcome? The outcome you guys got? Hmm.
Mm,
So what was the outcome you guys got? That's what you were expecting, but what actually happened?
the outcome we got was 100 participants after 2 weeks. 100, it's not even
After,
participants, 100 people signed up. 100 people signed up for the challenge. After 2 weeks, about maybe
hmm,
like 20 or 30 actually did something.
I see.
Yeah, so like it was not, the numbers were not tallying at all, and we had only 1 month. The time period for that, for the challenge that we set, was just 1 month, and then half of the time is already gone, and we still have just 100 sign-ups. And
I can imagine. So, are you there? Hello? Hi, Tumishe, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me? Hi, Tumishe.
can you
Tumishe,
hear
can
me,
you hear
Edgar?
me? Yes, I can.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can. Okay, 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 good.
Okay, okay, okay. So, what do you think the conversion, why do you think conversion was so low? And what did students actually see or do? So, why do you think it was low? And what did they see and what did they do? Because now I'm so surprised about the let me hide this banner. Okay, so I'm so surprised because it seems obvious that those banners, it looks like those banners actually work. When you see them on
Mm,
most brands, be like, that's my target. I want to put a banner up there. You'll be thinking those kind of things work. But in the reality, is it
the-
something that maybe did not work for your niche? Or I want to know if it is regular for every kind of brand now. Maybe those form of advertisement don't work anymore. What do you think?
okay, okay, okay. So if we're talking about banners, yeah, banners
Yeah.
are, I see banners now as touch points. We call them touch points. Yeah. So like banners are not something you just, you say you want to do advertisement and you do just banners. They cannot work. They cannot work alone. Like banners, if you are doing banner, you are expecting the banner to be there for quite a while. Let's say 2 3 months, and then that banner is just serving as a touch point. Like if someone is passing and just looks at the banner and say, okay, this is Gasfeel, and then the person has to see Gasfeel in at least 3 4 places before it would actually work, before the banner would work. The banner on its own cannot work. That's what we observe from that. So we call them touch points. Like, and from data and from what we've noticed, then for someone to buy from us, they have to at least have touched us like maybe like 4 5 times. We have to have had contact with them like at least 4 5 times. So that banner can just serve as a touch point. But if you want to say you want to do marketing and you're saying you want to do just one banner and or two banners and that's all, it's not, it cannot work at all, like at all. The banner is just, it's a point of contact. It's just letting them see your name, letting them create, it's creating a kind of like a familiarity. Like okay, if they see it elsewhere, they'll be like, okay, I think I've seen this somewhere before. It's not a stranger. It's not a strange brand or something. So it's that familiarity that will drive them to curiosity. That okay, what do these people actually do?
I
Yeah,
think I get
that's
it now. I get it now. So, touch point, like you said, touch point.
yeah,
That's a great one. That's a great one. I
yes.
didn't see that coming. So, what was the most painful lesson? Most painful lesson from that campaign? The most painful one.
The most painful lesson is it doesn't it doesn't matter how much money you spend though. Sometimes it does not. Whatever people will do, that's what people will do. Like how much money you spend does not really matter. You cannot go against data and win. You can't.
Hmm.
You can't go against data and win. Yeah. Yeah, you can't make decisions based on what you just think. You can't just okay.
Hmm.
I think it should be like this. No, like people are different. Like you have to follow
Yeah,
data. Data always wins. Data wins always. Data wins always. That's just what I'm saying.
I see. I see. Data wins. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
So, coming to the operations and the execution part of the business, I see you handle operations in Gasfeel. So,
yeah.
how do you manage rider incentives, delivery times, and fuel margins today? I see you guys have a 10-minute cap for the delivery. I think you've been able to beat that and still manage that time frame. So, how do you manage rider incentives? Because I know I've run a food delivery business, so I know how hectic it can be. So, how do you manage the rider incentives, delivery times, and fuel margins today?
um, there are a lot of. I'll say there are a lot of angles to that actually. Speaking
Okay.
of, I'll start with the rider incentives. We do a flat rate. We work on a flat rate basis with these riders.
Okay.
Yeah, we work on a flat rate basis with these riders. So anytime I'm talking to a rider, I tell him around this axis, when like a we work in around like maybe like a 5 to 6 kilometer radius from the station
Okay.
for now, and then we'll say anywhere around here, from like anywhere around here, we pay 500 naira for petrol because it's just a one-way journey, and there's nowhere you want to take bike to on this in this particular axis, in this particular radius that you take more than 500 naira for a one-way trip. Yeah, so like I think it's we are still the one paying the most per trip to riders around here, and it's because we are able to do that. We charge our customers based on how far, based on distance, how far their hostel is from the station. Like the flat rate is so like the thing about the flat rate is there's a lot of orders come from not too far from the station actually. That's surprising, but yeah, quite a few of our quite a lot of our orders come from the next street to the station. Like the next street to the station. That's where most of our orders come from. And then the rider knows that I'm just going and I'm collecting 500. So if I'm going here like 10 times and I'm going to the far place like once and they're still paying me 500, I don't know, it makes sense for them because even food deliveries are not paying as much. So that's one as regards to the rider incentive. For gas, we pay 1,000 naira flat rate per trip.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me, Edgar?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so MTN again. Okay, so I think that's that about the rider incentives. Speaking of the time it's tied to the rider incentives too. Actually, there are a couple of things I try to do. It's the time is our main offer to these customers. That's our biggest
Yes.
offer to the
Mm.
customer. So I make sure I try as much as possible to always get that. So like it's something that it's a work, it's a work that I have to do every day actually. It's not like something that okay, it's just there. Because there are times that problem comes from the station, there are times that problem comes from the rider, there are times that we don't even know where the problem is from. Like it's not like a problem, it just happened that way due to the situation of things. Like during rush hours now, there's nothing we can do. We cannot tell this station to not sell to their customers again and just sell to us.
Yeah.
And the delay that could cause affects a lot. And our customers don't want to hear that. So situations like that, I just have to talk to this station. They just see them sell to them very fast and just go. Can you hear me, Edgar?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I'm
Okay.
with you.
Another way I was able to achieve that is every one of our riders. The moment I sign them up and they've worked for a while, and I say that this person is our rider, I will give him a keg. Basically, he has his own keg. Like you have your own Gasfeel keg. So anytime another comes in, you don't have to go to another place to go and pick up keg or whatever. Your keg is always with you. So the moment you receive an order, you go to the station, buy your fuel and go and deliver. So like it's in every aspect. In the initiation time, we check every single thing, every single movement. We track the initiation time. How long did it take the rider to accept the order? How long did the rider take to get to the station? How long did the rider spend at the station? And how long did it take the rider to get to the customer's house? I know for a fact that 10 minutes is the maximum time a rider can move anywhere around here from the station to any hostel around here. Because of data, because of this is how long it actually takes. 10 minutes is like the max it can take, unless something happened that we can't, that's beyond our control. So like if it takes like maximum of 10 minutes to get there, if I'm able to cut down the order initiation time, that's the from the moment the order is confirmed to the moment the rider accepts the order. If I'm able to cut it down to as low as possible, to less than a minute, and then the time the rider takes to leave the station, if I'm able to cut that down to like less than a minute, I've achieved my goal. So like that's what I'm working on constantly. Like order initiation time, like the moment an order comes in now, our CSR doesn't have to be calling riders one by one. She calls the rider group straight up. So like every rider would receive the order at the same time. So the first person to pick up, the order goes to the person. So and many more things like that that we just I just try to let's do the things like this, let's do this thing like this, and then we see if it works or not. So like it's something that's done on a daily basis. It's not something that we've achieved. It's something we are achieving. It's something we're trying to keep. So that's all. That's
Yeah, I see. That's a great answer. Talking about the that side was something I actually had to work on multiple times when I was working on Yaba Tech Living. So that's fundamental.
exactly.
That dirty part of the business is the real part of the business, not the flashy part you
It
see
is.
online. Anything. That is the real part of the business.
Ah,
So
no, 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 no.
yeah,
I had to experience this thing myself before I was able to set this thing self. Like I've delivered by myself. Like I can't count the
yeah,
amount of times I've delivered by myself.
yeah, I
I
see.
can't. Like I'll carry cake. I have my personal cake. I have my
I
personal
can
cake.
relate. I can relate. Yeah,
Exactly. I have my personal cake. Like
yeah,
another comes in. I can just decide that let me go and deliver this thing myself and see how it is. Like how these people do. How can we make this better? And it's work done on a daily basis.
yeah.
There's no ego in business. There's no ego in business.
There's no
There's no
ego.
big boy in
Literally, there's
business.
no ego. Yeah, you're right.
There's no big boy in business.
Uh, so,
Yeah,
what's the biggest operational bottleneck you faced so far?
operational bottleneck. I face.
Yeah.
I'm still facing. I'm even still facing itself. Is my issue with this petrol station. Like I
Okay.
mentioned earlier, like it's very stressful. Like the how should I put it? The thing is, these people don't want to sell to my riders actually because it's not like you don't want to see. We pay at the end of the day, so like they have to be recording constantly. Anytime my rider comes to collect a fuel, they have to record it immediately. So like, and during rush hours, these people might forget to record it, and that's a debt on their side. Like it
Hmm.
comes out of their salary. So like they have to, so like they don't want to carry that burden. It's like a burden to them. They don't want to carry that burden. So like sometimes they just be passing my riders from one pump to another, from one pump to another. So it's a battle I have to fight constantly. There was a time I got notebooks for all the attendants. Like, this notebook is not for you to fill. This notebook is just, when my rider comes here, just give him the notebook and a pen. Let him write his name, how many liters he collected, and the name of the attendant, and sign. That's all. Like, you don't have to be writing it. You don't have to do anything. Just get there, give the rider notebook. Still, it's still a constant battle. It's still a constant battle with just getting this thing done. Sometimes my rider spends like 15 minutes at the station, which is time has gone already now. So like,
Mm.
it's an issue I face like almost every day. Almost every day.
I see. As in, this is something I was facing back to back when I was running about delivery. And it's one of the reasons why I had to like tell myself the truth. Like, we try to automate the process, and I'm telling you guys, you can actually automate the process through an app and everything. It will work smoothly. But before users to say they want to port over from the normal way, WhatsApp and everything, to come and use the app, it's going to take them some
Exactly,
time.
exactly,
It's going to take them some time to actually port to that kind of thing. Because we did
exactly,
it.
exactly.
I tried moving them
They need
to
to adapt to it.
our yes, before they will adapt to that kind of a thing, it's going to take them some time. I tried it. I saw that these people were giving me another headache. Most people still come back to WhatsApp and come and message me. I was like, no, I'm not interested, please. Because I cannot see myself. Sincerely. I already knew it was
Yeah.
already getting to my neck. If I attend some events, I always be with my phone, be my power bank. I have to attend to customer. There's a customer service representative still I have to support. I have to be messaging customer. I was like,
Uh-uh.
this is getting too much already.
I got
So I just had
I
to
can
tell myself,
relate. I can
I had to
relate.
tell myself,
I'm still I'm still covering for my customer service representative till today. Like,
yeah.
I'm just collecting salary. Yeah, I still do customer service sometimes. Like, there are times that my riders will fuck up like this, and then I just have to carry my phone and call the customer immediately. Sometimes it will be bad to the extent that I have to tell the customer that, okay, we are really sorry for the delay. We'll give you 1 liter, free 1 liter on your next order and stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. These things are not. The thing about these riders is, these riders are not people you can control. Get, like, you can't have full control over them. That's why there's this conversation I was having with it lasted, the conversation spanned like a few days, whether we should go, whether we should have our own bikes, or we should continue like this, or we should take up a hybrid system. The reason why this conversation started was control over the riders. You get, like, we don't have, and we need to be able to control our riders. We need to be able to tell our riders, do this. We need to be able to be sure that our riders are doing what we tell them to do. And the only way we can make that happen is if they are our employees. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so like, this it's a long the issue is no, it's about control. Actually, it's about control. It's
Hmm,
about control.
I
That's
see.
what I think. It's about control.
And controlling them is very hard. Even if you get your own bikes, there's still a level of control that you can have on them. There's still a level of control you cannot have on them because they are human beings. Human beings will always be human beings, and
Exactly, I
especially
know.
in an environment like Nigeria. So, but it's all be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how do you handle customer complaints and refunds at scale? Like at the level you guys are now, how do you handle customer complaints and refunds?
Uh, well, first off, we try as much as possible not to have customer complaints. And at this stage, I'll say lucky for us, the people we're serving are the people that are easy to serve. Actually, I would put it like that, because I have this thing that I used to say, like, the ones with the money are easier to serve than the ones that cannot actually afford it. So, and
Mm,
right now, the ones we are currently serving are the ones that can afford the service. And the only thing they care about is my fuel getting here and getting here fast. And if I'm able to
yeah.
constantly achieve that, I don't really get much complaints. But the few ones that I have, ah, okay, I think there was a time that this customer, I went to deliver to him personally. So thank God I went to deliver to him personally. He told me that it was like, he thinks my rider are taking part of his fuel or something, like his fuel is not complete. Or I was like, it's impossible. Like, my riders don't have full autonomy over these things. Like, they cannot just Apart from the fact that the kegs we're using are not just they are measured kegs already. We'll start using calibrated kegs very soon. So calibrated kegs for transparency, so day to day will be seeing it by themselves. So apart from the fact that my riders cannot get to the station are record is being taken on every part, everywhere. Like the rider is taking record, the station is taking record, we are taking record. So a rider cannot just get to the station and say he's buying this amount of liter or he's taking this amount of liter. And if you see that your phone is not, you know, and like the complaint has only happened once, and it's from this same person. So I told you that it's impossible. Like we have like a 3FSF, 3-factor authentication. So my rider cannot just come and say he wants to take out of your phone like that.
Yeah, I
It's
see.
no, does not happen. But I was like, if you really think, if you really, I compensated him that day actually. I was like, if you really think they're taking out of your fuel, it's okay, but it's it can't happen. Basically, we
I
build our
see.
system against something like that, and that has happened just once. So we don't really get customers complaints like that.
Yeah, that's fine. So another question I have is, what's one thing you wish you knew about operations before starting out? Like looking back, what's one thing you wish you knew before you started?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Data, the importance of data,
Data.
the
Data.
importance of data.
Hmm.
Like if there was a time I told our people that I don't know, I was just thinking that I was just thinking, I was just like, data is a cheat code.
Hmm.
Data is a cheat code. Like a few months ago, like I was like we take record of all orders, every single aspect of our orders, like I said before. But we use Excel, like Excel sheet, normal Excel sheets. We record the order initiation time, order fulfillment time, the time this day, all those important things. We record the money, the customer and stuff like that. But then
Yeah.
to access this data, they are not very easy like that, and it's not really explanatory. And then I decided to, okay, let's make this thing into a dashboard. That was the turning point.
Hmm.
That led to major improvement in our business. Let's make this into a dashboard. I want to see every aspect of our business because that's the most important part for me as the operations guy. I need to have my eyes on every aspect of my business, and nothing tells me that more than data that we have. And the moment I converted that, I realized that the business was not doing as well as I thought it was doing.
Hmm.
Okay, that was when I now, okay, let's take this thing section by section. Let's take this thing like, okay, this, especially this time adjustment. It's not the whole time. The main issue is not the whole time. Which time can we adjust? Let's focus on that. Which time can we adjust? Let's focus on that. So like I had to, okay, break everything down. Even our profit margin itself, our profit margin improved from like 13% to 16% in like a month because of that. So like data, if data makes you big, makes you feel like a god. Like if you're looking at every aspect of business, you are like, okay, it's like, oh, I can control this thing. Things you can control, things you cannot control. You know them. Things you can adjust, things you should adjust.
Hmm.
I'll say the importance of data.
Makes
The
sense.
importance of data.
Wow. That's lovely. Sincerely, I didn't even see that one coming at all. That's nice. So, and you're right. Data is everything in business, especially in business. Because when you have the data, you can easily forecast. You can forecast where things are coming from.
Exactly.
Imagine speaking to investors and as a data person, you're able to give them some key data. They'll be like, "Wow, this person knows his onions very well." So it's something that really helps them.
Exactly.
That is nice. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, how has your marketing philosophy changed after the billboard experience?
Sorry, excuse me. I'll say the first change is, I know that if I want to market now, I cannot just do one thing and say I'm doing marketing. The touch point. That was where the touch point theory came from. That was where it started from. Because one of our mentors was like, it cannot just work like that. And then he gave us some of his how he does his marketing. And then that was when we were like, okay, we started forming our own marketing terms ourselves. We started bringing out theories that we feel like works for us,
Hmm.
for ourselves. So I would say that, like, marketing is not a one-time thing. Marketing is done constantly. Even even the serving of our customers, serving the customer service, marketing. I see it as marketing because if the
Yeah,
people in charge of procurement of customers get the customers finished, and then we did not give the customer a great service, and the customer goes like,
yeah, they
that's
will come
one
back.
down, that's a churn.
Yes.
Exactly. But if the person gets a great service, he's definitely going to tell his friends or his guys,
Exactly.
which is
You are
how we
right.
get most of
Good
our
person.
customers. So exactly. So serving them is marketing. Giving them a great service is marketing. Marketing is it's broad. It's very broad.
Hmm.
It's not just about getting the customers. It's also giving the customers good service.
Hmm. You are right. Sincerely, this part you just mentioned, when I was reading about tech delivery, it's something that I saw happening over and over. When somebody gets a good service, you see somebody from either their department or their class come and use the platform.
Exactly.
Like very
Exactly.
fast. Somebody will get to come and try it
They'll
out.
be too excited. They'll be too
Yes,
excited not to tell someone.
you
Like
are right.
I remember one time I went to deliver to some guys in one hostel. Yeah, he ordered. I think they were outside. Yeah, he ordered, and then his guys were with him in that same hostel. And then the moment I got there, the guy just shouted, so fast." He was shocked. Like he has never seen something like that before, and he was like, "Give me their number." He told me that I wanted to buy fuel on the spot. Like it was
Wow.
like, "Give me your number, I beg." And before I left the hostel, he ordered, and he got his fuel fast. So like that, the service itself is marketing.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So it's something that I actually think is not just covering across delivery businesses. Now I'm running a payment
Yeah,
startup. I notice it too. When we do a good job attending to our customer base, we do a good job. They're able to get their payout, everything. And they be like, "Wow, these guys actually did a good job for
exactly.
me." They'll tell somebody else. We
Yeah,
have to
they'll
build
be so
a
excited.
referral system. We have to build a referral system, and people are using it. Somebody has referred over 8 departments, and I'm like,
Oh
"What?"
wow,
I'm telling
wow,
you. That's it. Because he was able to raise over 3 million naira. He was able to get over 3 million naira on the system. So he was like, why can't I tell other people? And now I'm seeing other people using it. I'm like, can you imagine? So that's telling
wow.
you it's not just from one part, it's not
It's
over other
everywhere.
places.
It's
So it's
everywhere.
everywhere.
Just give them a wonderful experience and
Yeah.
marketing.
Mm, that's wonderful. Yeah. So I think my last question here from the list of questions I have is what advice would you give to a founder planning a big awareness campaign right now?
A new founder trying to build a big awareness campaign. I would say, first off, don't copy these big guys. Don't copy them at all. Because speaking of which, the same marketing campaign that we did, that was almost the same thing that MTN did, and they pulled it off beautifully. If you not here, they pulled it
Yes.
off beautifully.
Mm,
We were
yeah.
like, this is what we're trying to do, and this guy just did it effortlessly.
Like you said,
So number
distribution.
one,
Like you said,
exactly,
distribution. They already have the
distribution is the
distribution,
most
so it's
important.
easier for them. Mm,
Exactly, distribution is the most important thing. Like if
mm,
you get the distribution right, if you're able to get the right people to see it, get the right people to push it, then it's going to work out beautifully. But like
yeah.
distribution is the most important thing there.
Mm.
Even if you have a
That's
terrible marketing idea yourself, as long as the distribution gets it right, everybody's still going
yes.
to see it. Everybody's going to know that it's
Yeah.
terrible. It has created an
Yeah.
impression in their mind.
Mm, you're right. You're right. So what you guys should have done was like looking back now, you're saying what you guys should have done is like fix the distribution channel, get the perfect distribution
Exactly,
channel, and stick to it. Hmm. Makes sense. Now, looking at
exactly,
it,
exactly.
where is your best distribution channel? Like, what's your distribution channel that you guys have been focusing on?
Distribution channels that we've been focusing on. Yeah, a few weeks ago, I think like 2 weeks ago or something, we did something. We got all the HOCs, all the head of classes in all the departments in FUNAB. We got all of them on one group chat. I think
Wow.
about 181 people. Yeah,
Hmm.
181 people head of classes in one group chat. Now imagine we had this 181 people then, and these 181 people push it directly to their classmates.
Yes, you wouldn't even need to spend the amount of money you spent.
Exactly. Getting these people in one group chat did not cost us a dime.
Imagine it. Just imagine.
That's 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 one distribution. That's distribution.
Yeah, I see. I see. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask, how were you guys able to get them on one group chat?
These people know each other. Everybody, I think everybody has everybody's contact. Just find one of them and then you get all of them.
You're right.
Now
You're
it
right.
was it was that easy. It was that easy. Like I was not even expecting it. In like a day, in less than a day, we were able to get 181 of them in one group chat.
That's wonderful. I'm still amazed. Like getting them like that so fast is something that still amazes me. But it is
It
lovely. That
is.
makes sense. That makes sense.
It's crazy. I'm just like, why didn't we do this then? It's almost like when we have money, the ideas don't come. But when there's no money,
Yes.
we find a way to make things work.
Mm, yes, and you are right. I think this is something I've seen
Yeah.
Y Combinator guys have mentioned. Like that's one of the problems about having money very early. When there's money very early, you tend to think
Yeah.
about the fastest way to get something by wasting
Exactly.
that money you
Exactly.
have. But when you don't have it, you'll
Exactly.
be very innovative. You'll be thinking about different ways
Exactly.
to get it without that cash. Because and it will work. You'll be surprised
Exactly.
that it will work.
It will it will work beautifully,
Yeah.
like
Mm,
effortlessly.
that's right. That's right. That's lovely. So, is there any other thing you
Yeah.
would like to go over about Gasfeel, about yourself? Tell us more about yourself. Your
Yeah.
business history. What do you love the best, the most? Sorry, business
What do
or
I
your hello? Can you hear me?
sorry, yeah, I can hear you. Business or what?
So I'm saying I'm trying to weigh where you put on the scale your business or the education because I see that you are quite
Ah,
knowledgeable about the business and some people who like yeah you just finish your exam. I remember we had a conversation about that and everything. Some people that
yeah, 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 yeah.
are focused more the educational part they cannot carry the business part as well. But it seems like you're able to carry the both of them together, and that's actually good.
um, the role I took up in this business requires me to know everything about the business. I need to know
Mm,
the nitty gritty about the business. Like I even say, Habib does not know as much as I do about this business. He does not know as much as I do about running this business because
mm,
it's not his problem. I think that's one thing I like about our dynamics. Like each person knows his role, and we're able to play that role perfectly without
that's
any
right.
issues. Like it does not he's not worried that I'm not going to deliver on my part. I'm not worried that he's not going to deliver on his part. I just know this is my role. I handle it very well. This is his role. He handles it very well, and the business keeps running like that. So like I have to know every aspect. As far as school and education, I used to say that I say it a lot that you cannot eat your cake and have it. You cannot
Mm,
eat your, you cannot. It's impossible to balancing business and school does not mean 50-50. Balancing business
mm,
balance to me balancing business and school means finding the right junction because you cannot give the same effort you're giving to business to school. Like school, if you want to be excellent at school, it takes everything. It requires your maximum effort. I've been there before. I've experienced this. I know what it takes to be excellent at school. And likewise, business, for you to be very good at business, for you to be able to achieve what you want to achieve,
mm,
you cannot give half your effort and expect
yeah.
a good result. You have to give
Mm,
it your all. So like okay, which one is my priority right now? Which one do I want the most right now? And it's business. So I gave most of
mm,
my time to business, and luckily for me, and not to brag, but I don't know, maybe from what I've done in the past, but my brain is still sharp. So I just anytime it's time for school, I just pick up my book and read and so. But like my CGPA dropped quite a lot, but I'm still on 2-1. Thank God, dropped quite a lot, but I'm still there. I'm in my final year. I'm
Oh,
graduating
that's
very soon.
nice.
So
That's nice. That's nice. This was a
one is
lovely
definitely going
conversation.
to take a hit. Yeah,
Huh?
this was it. I said one is definitely going to take a hit, either
Exactly.
business or school.
Yeah.
And I chose
Mm,
school to take the hit.
yeah. And me, I feel like when you outweigh everything, when you weigh everything, sorry, you know which one is going to last you long term. Which
Exactly,
one? Yeah, which one's going to last you long term? Long term, I'm trying to build this. It's going to outlive me
exactly.
possibly. If you want to outlive you, you have to give it your all. Because education, like I was telling someone recently, education comes and will never go. But you see the business you are running today, you might never have the opportunity to run it again in your lifetime. So
Exactly.
why not just jump
It's
at
all
it?
about it's
Yeah.
all about opportunity. Like grab
Yes.
it and give it your best, give it your all. Like you cannot give business half effort and expect good results. It does
Mm,
not work that way. You have to give it everything you have.
yeah. And you're right. Education will always be there. You can still go back to
It will
school,
always-
even in your 80s, in your 50s. Jeff Bezos
exactly.
had something to say. Jeff Bezos had something to say. I think it's around the line of when I look back at myself when I am 80, do I want to have a life of regrets or a life looking back and saying, yes, I tried? And I want to say I tried.
Yeah.
Even if I failed, I want to say, yes, I tried. Do you get it? Like, I could fail,
That's
but
that's
at least I
that's
know I
that's
tried.
that's
And I'm not regretting not trying.
exactly one of the things I used to say. I One of the things I say a lot that I hate the most is regret. I hate regret.
Mm,
I'd rather try than fail than say I wish I had tried. Regret, it
mm.
hits me up a lot. So like I hate regret the most. So I don't know. I'd rather, okay, I'll do it, and okay, even if I fail, I failed.
Yeah, let's see
Well,
the
at least I
outcome.
tried it. And I'm not going to exactly, there's not going to be what if in my head. I hate that sentence, that what if
What if?
sentence. I hate it.
What if?
what
What if?
if
What if?
what if I
Yeah.
had done it?
Uh,
Exactly. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's painful actually. It's very painful. It's a very
that's
painful thing.
mm, that's a lot.
Yeah, so
Well, thank you very much, Ibrahim, for spending so much time
yeah.
with me. It was a wonderful one, sincerely.
Yeah, thank
I've
you
learned a
very
lot,
much,
especially
Edgar.
about the touch points, those the data part and everything about the business. It's actually funny how the people who are low key, you will not know that they have a lot of knowledge about different things like this. So that's why I'm happy speaking to you.
So thank you. My pleasure, Edgar. Odey. My
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
pleasure.
All right, so we'll
Yeah.
be ending the stream now.
All right.